event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing his dart. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Barton. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive in the Super Bowl.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Cut 19. Let's go. Cut Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
Here's Milton now to throw. They'll get this out to Genty. Gets around him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Milton. Short throw caught by Bowers. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw. Dart. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep for the Raiders is Trey Tucker. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 7-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing is Milton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 54 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
79 Broncos, 70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Milton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton from 21 yards away. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 44 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Dart. Pilot there to grab it. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Dart. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Now 3rd down and 7.
60 Bobcat. Here we go.
Now Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
From the gun, here's Dart. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Dart looking to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
28-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barton. And the Giants are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
60 Bison.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They've played great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go now.
To throw, it's Milton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Come on. 75, hot 70, hot 70. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll change things around before the snap. To the air, Dart. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time on a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
On third down, it's Barton. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we're going to just list those out for him. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Let's go. Hey, smash. 19, Tiger. Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Now a give right side. Barton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Dart going to look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he floats one there, incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and the lead will hold at 13. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that, but not that good.
Not by a long shot.
'79 Broncos. Let's go. 760 Eagles.
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8.
Mustang 19.
Off the play fake. Milton. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get it. Back to 60. Ready.
Up the middle, it's Jeanty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Jeanty, 32 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Play fake, and here's Dart. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barton. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. Welcoming you back to Super Bowl 61, 3 quarters in the books, and ready to go for the fourth. From just shy of midfield, here's a second down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Barton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, it's Barton. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. Here's Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
3rd and 1.
Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
19 light.
And we're at the time of the Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Milton. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
60 Bearcats. Here we go. Here we go. Practice 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Looking to throw. Milton. He's got Pickens. Complete. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Milton. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
Buffalo 18. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
Yeah, huh?